More than anything, it's hope. Because I felt hopeless. And now I feel better. My struggle with some of my mental health is like self-sabotage, because with the anxiety and the depression, I feel as though I have this overwhelming subconscious feeling of I don't deserve this, and I couldn't focus. My highs were super high, my lows were super low. I got on the phone, got scheduled, and here I am 3 weeks later. I'm taking the years of depression and anxiety and war and stress, and it's almost like a reverse, collectively the process has reversed that. And when they ask me every day, they're like, what's your goal? And I'm like, I have to look at my kids sometimes and say, I swear I used to be funnier and I used to be more lighthearted. And they're like, sure, Dad, you're funny. But I was. And time doing multiple jobs and things, I feel like it kind of ruined me a little bit. And I just want to go back to my measure of my childlike self. So immediately after, I was actually pretty exhausted. I was pretty tired, and I was trying to make sense of things. Later in the evening, I started to feel better, and a little bit more collected. But days 2 and 3 and 4, this being the final day, I think it was a marked improvement each day. And even yesterday, which I was really looking forward to, same thing. Kind of a little tired, a little loopy for maybe an hour, but then I actually feel good. It's really ego that keeps us from doing it. And there's a misnomer among special operations that saying something, asking for help, and getting treatment is a problem. I'm super lucky that I just happened to have that conversation and I ended up here. But it's just getting rid of your ego, because you've been told for so long that to have these emotions or to have these issues, or to even label it post-traumatic stress. I don't say disorder, it's an injury, it's an invisible injury that we walk around with. And to recognize that and go, you know what, if I broke my leg, I would go to the hospital. I was super lucky to have my friend or my mentor on this mental health journey sit down with myself and my significant other, and I allowed him to explain the signs and symptoms, because it's hard for me to say because you can't see it, but you walk around with it all the time. The number of people that come to me and they're like, man, I'm having a bad brain day, I'm foggy, I'm struggling for words, I'm not sleeping, I'm angry constantly, it's damaging my family. If you're telling me that, then you should be here, and you should hang up your ego. And for me, I had to, hang up the gun in more than one job and swallow that ego and realize that there's a newer and better chapter that you can engage with simply by putting aside all that ego and talking.